Hi, everybody. It's Mary Ellen Stites from Create With Me, and I'm here in the Creativity Nest. I'm running a couple minutes late. I had a little technical difficulty, so chime in. Let me know that you're watching. Today it's Teach Me Tuesday, and we're going to talk about kind of one of those things that is all of a sudden you're going to see all these cards around. It's called the fractured card. So I did a card for class last week, and it was very popular. And then I saw one that inspired me to create it a little bit differently yesterday on a group called Demonstrator Planning Place, which is if you're a demonstrator, you get access to this Facebook page that is just full of inspiration. So I had seen a card on there and I really loved it and I wanted to recreate it. So this is actually a card that we're going to make tomorrow in my club. And I thought that I would just come on and show you guys what it's about. And then tomorrow they get to make it. So join me. I'm going to take you down to my desk. Here's some samples. So this is what the fractured card is. It's kind of this geometric shape. Here's one that. Hi everybody. Hi Vivian, Guatemala. Awesome. Hi Tanya. This is one using the countryside in paper, and it has these strips of paper, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. This is a card that we made in class last week. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's just fun for the kids, and it uses the new, oh gosh, construction stamp set. I can't remember. All of a sudden, I'm drawing a blank. This is the one that we're going to do tomorrow for club, and this is one I'm going to show you. And of course, I saw this and the design's a little bit different. So if you notice on this one, there's just one strip here. And then on this one, there's two strips. So I want to show you exactly how this goes together and how easy it goes together, because you think, oh, it looks like it's kind of hard to do, but it's not. It's super, super easy. Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to do the fractured card. So the one that I'm going to make for you is even going to be just a little bit different than this one. So stay tuned. We're going to start with, I'm going to show you the Little Dreamer stamp set and dies. So this is the one, I've been using the heck out of it because come on, it's so adorable. I haven't used the cow yet or the elephant, but I've used the lion, and now today we're going to use this little chipmunk. I'm going to call him a chipmunk. I don't think he's a squirrel. I'm going to call him a chipmunk, and we're going to use that one today. But aren't these cute? I mean, don't you love it for baby cards? So these are the dies that you get with that stamp set. And today we're going to use the little chipmunk dies and the little star dies, and we use this little cloud die. So those are the three that I've used today in my card. So I'm going to change my card. Here's the one that I showed you that we're going to do for club. And then I'm going to try it today in the lemon lolly, which I just love this color, the lemon lolly. Oh, I know. Don't you love the cow? It's so cute. So this is the lemon lolly new color that just came in May, and I am just really loving it. And it just really kind of screams baby, right? And if we don't know, is it a boy, is it a girl, I think that these colors are perfect for that. So we're going to start with our card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half to make a 5.5 by 4.25 card base. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in some pieces. I'm going to show you what you would need. Oh, I'm getting caught on the thing. What you're going to need. You're going to need a stitched or any kind of a square. Then I took a piece of designer series paper, and I'm going to use the soft sea foam. This is just a designer series paper, and it's 3 by 6. This can vary. Depends on where you're going to place your little square, and I'll show you that in a minute. Then I've got a piece of cardstock that's, I'm also making mine a little different. I'm going to make it a little smaller so that you can see the difference. So this one's 3.5 by 4.75. This card, I made it on one that is 3.75 by 5. And so then on here, we're going to need, well, you need 2 pieces of white, because one is the one you're working on, and then one is the one you layer on. Okay. So we're going to work on this piece that's 3.5 by 4.75. And we're going to take our little stitch square. Okay, we're going to take our stitch square and we're going to start stamping. So the colors that you'll need for this card, if you were going to recreate it, is the lemon lally and the wild wheat. So, and then you would need basic black. So I'm going to take the little stars I've got right here, the star stamp, and I'm going to stamp the stars all over the background of my stitched square. Okay, and it's going to just make a really fun background. And that's the only time that I need that, unless I stamp something on the inside or when I get ready to. And then I'm going to use a wild wheat, and I'm going to stamp A Star is Born. And I'm going to do it right over here on this side. Okay, and wild wheat. It's just a soft color that complements both of those. And as it kind of soaks in and dries, it'll lighten up a little bit. You'll see here it's lightened up quite a bit. Okay, so now we're going to set that aside, and we're going to bring in our pieces. And I have them here in a dish, and I actually stamped this in Memento, and then I die cut it. It's a little harder to color for me anyway, when it's already cut out, but we're going to try. So I'm going to bring in, I'm just going to bring in this piece of cardstock here. I don't think I'm going to color over it, but I'm just going to bring it in. So the colors I'm using are light lemon lally. I've got light and dark pool party, and I have got two different colors here. I've got dark crumb cake and I've got ivory. Okay, and so I'm going to start with my little chipmunk, and I'm going to start with his body, and I'm doing it in dark crumb cake. You can use any color that you want. Maybe your squirrel's a gray squirrel or a red squirrel. Mine, or it's not a squirrel, I guess I'm calling it a chipmunk, but my chipmunk, which I see a lot of them. We have a lot here. We have a lot. And they drive the dogs totally insane. Mine are brown. So I'm going to color my little chipmunk brown here quickly. And then there's a little stripe here. And so see, you can see how the center kind of is now open. So this is the ivory. And I'm going to color the eye, and then this back, and then this middle stripe here. It goes really, really fast. We're going to color the net in Pool Party. This is the light. I like to start light, and then I go into dark. And I'm going to do the inside of my basket. I'm going to do just this outside, kind of give it a three-dimensional, and then I'm going to just go over some of those lines. Okay. And I'm not sure why I have this one. I don't know. Maybe I needed it for something else. I don't see it on my card now. I'm like, why do I have that? I don't know. So there's my little chipmunk, and he's got his little net, and he's going to catch the star. So it makes me kind of want to sing, like, catch a little shining star. No, you don't want to hear me sing. It's not good. It's not good. Okay, so now's when you have to make a decision. On your base card, you're going to need to decide, do I want my star up here, which means you're going to need more designer series paper, or am I going to just try to go right in the middle? And I'm going to try to go right in the middle. I feel like it conserves your paper just a little bit more, but you'll see that you don't really need too much. So you're going to start by adhering your square in a diamond shape. I'm going to use the lines on my mat here to try to get it as straight as I can. I'm not going to stress too much about if I think I'm close. I'm pretty close, and I'm pretty comfortable with that. So you're going to need to have some, probably liquid adhesive works the best, I feel like, for this. Hold on. This one hasn't been used for a little bit. So I like to just put it on my strip. I line it up with one of the lines, butt it up against my square, and then I'm going to take my snips, just like that, and I'm going to cut it off. Okay, I think I can't use that one there, but I can use that one. Well, I'm just going to get a new one, because then I don't have to worry about squaring off the end. And all you're doing is butting that up against it and going around in a circular fashion in clockwise order. It's always easier for me to cut from this side. Looks like I could use a little bit of adhesive there. Okay, we'll set that one aside. We'll get a new piece of yellow of lemon lolly. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm just going around in a circle. And I'm just butting it up against my square, just like so. I was trying to be careful and not get it on my mat, but I'm not always so great at being neat. No one's ever told me I was neat, so not in the clean arena anyway. So, all right, and then the last piece gets butted up against there, and then that surrounds it just like that. And then I'll trim that off. You could wait and trim it all off, but I've always got excess glue, so I like to trim it off as I go. So there's step one. Hi, Lee. Okay, there's step one. Then on this one, I decided that I'm going to do two. So I'm going to do another border using soft seafoam. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so you're following me so far? It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And yes, I'm getting glue all over, but that's kind of my MO. And I guess what? I still craft and I'm still okay. So let's see if this one will fit here. Oh, it's close, but it did. With just a smidge. Okay. And then two more pieces. So you see how easy it is? It's kind of like little paper piecing or quilting. If you're a quilter, this might be really appealing to you. And then let's see, I think this one will work here. Okay, so here's the last piece, and then I'll show you how to do the designer series paper. Okay, so I'm going to trim that one off. I'm going to get rid of it because it does have glue on it. And then I think I saw just a little corner here. Okay, so there's our base, okay? So you followed me so far, super, super easy. Now I'm just going to use glue right on these white pieces, and I'm going to take my designer series paper and I'm going to lay it in. Now, if you feel like, oh, I have a pattern that goes a certain way, then go ahead and feel free to just adjust your pattern. I'm not going to worry about it. I might try to make my catty corners go the same direction and then the other ones go the same direction. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go ahead and do like this. So these are both going in the same direction. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So now you kind of see how that's going together, super easy. Kind of press that down. You can be conservative on your paper by just trimming it. And I'll show you here in a second what that means. So there I've got my two corners. So I could go ahead and tuck this one in here, but I can also go ahead and trim it. I don't want to cut myself short. I think if I trim it kind of squared up, you will probably want to use a paper trimmer for that. Then you can go ahead and put it like this. You could say, oh, I want all my lines to go that way. You see on this one, I just used dots, so it didn't really matter. So you're going to put that in there. I have to use a little adhesive eraser. Let's see if I've got enough here. If I didn't cut myself short. I think I'm good. I'm trying to figure out, let's see, I got lines. So if I wanted to match that, I would want my lines to go like that. I'm a little short, but I think if I cut into this just a little, see, then I can go ahead and put it there and I haven't cut myself short. I have plenty. See how straight my cut is. Not horrible. And then all that there is to it is completing your card, is putting your layers together. This one's just a little wonky. Okay, so there's my base. Now I'm going to go ahead and mount that on my next bigger piece of basic white, which is 3 3/4 by 5, because I want to leave a big border of yellow on this card. I'm going to see which one you like better. Okay, so this one is my yellow card. This one is my green card. All right, now we're going to go ahead and decorate it. We are going to put some dimensionals. I've got some mini dimensionals here on the back of our chipmunk. And also on the back of our cloud. This is one of the dies that's in the set. Just making sure I'm still on camera. And Lee says it's hot in Florida. Oh, that's for sure. It's really nice here. Actually, it's funny. I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see them in the, because I have the small one, but when I go back to full screen, I've got my hummingbird earrings on today because, man, the hummingbirds are crazy here now. Today, I was telling my friend Tanya that I just wonder, or I was telling someone, I don't know, maybe it was Tanya or someone else, maybe it was Chuck. I was telling him that the hummingbirds, maybe because it's a little bit cooler here today, think it's starting to be fall and they're loading up, but my feeders are just a frenzy. I took a little video and showed my friend. I'm like, they are crazy. And there's, a bunch out in the front here by me, and then there's a bunch that are out in the back. So I've got eight or, yeah, I think 8. I would say 9, but I think I have 8 feeders out. There he's catching his little star. And then the last one, I'm going to add a little mini dimensional. Pop it up. You could just leave it flat. I'm going to go ahead and pop it up. Put it up here. Okay, so there's a difference. To chime in, let me know which one you like better. Do you like this, the more yellow one, or do you like the green one? Or would you wait until you knew if it was a boy or a girl and then make it blue or pink? I see I've got a little bit of specks of adhesive, but that's super easy to remove. So let me know, which one do you like? Do you like the yellow card or do you like the green card? Chime in and let me know if this is something that you enjoyed or something that you'll create, or if you think, oh, that's way too much work for me, or I don't like using my designer series paper in that way. I don't know. Sometimes people have different things that they like or don't like. So I'm so glad that you guys tuned in today. I appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I will see you back next Tuesday. Well, I might see you back next Tuesday. I'm actually going to be in the air flying to Las Vegas for a leadership conference. So we'll see if I can get something done in advance and I'll post it. So you like the dots better, the green one. Okay, I was hoping someone would chime in before I logged off. So yeah, I kind of like the dots better too, Lee. I don't disagree with you. So Lee picks this one here with the dots. Okay, here's the other one. I gotta go, so I always go the wrong way. There we go. So there's the 2 cards, dots or lines. Okay, green's my favorite color, so you kind of know which way I'm going, but I do like the yellow too. A lemon lolly is really fun. So you guys have a great day. See you later. Bye, everybody.